Hi, my name's Deanna Hope, and welcome back to Spooky Spotlight, the show where I shine a light on horror films that you may or may not have heard of. On today's episode, we are discussing No Way Up, an action horror film directed by Claudio Fa. No Way Up is a film that introduces us to a handful of characters on their way to a Caribbean vacation. Unfortunately, mid-flight, their plane crashes into the ocean, leaving the remaining survivors trapped in the plane underwater with little to no air and surrounded by sharks. I love that the sharks aren't the only threat in the film, they're more of like a bonus factor on top of the already life-threatening situation. The film starts out in an airport where we are introduced to our main character Ava, played by Sophie McIntosh, her friend Kyle, played by Will Attenborough, and Ava's boyfriend Jed, played by Jeremiah Zamore. We are introduced to an array of other characters as well. However, for time's sake, I will not be listing them all. Now, luckily for everyone on board, Ava's dad is actually a governor, so she is forced to bring her bodyguard with her. Unfortunately, they didn't utilize the bodyguard as much as I thought they would in the film. Initially, they introduce him as a pretty tactical guy, so I thought he was going to come in handy, but spoiler alert, he dies pretty quick. Or something I do love about this scene is how warm toned it is and how warm toned the colors are. It really brightens up the mood. I mean, these people are excited to go on a Caribbean vacation, and with the warm tones, you can really feel that. It almost gives you this false sense of security. Ava ends up finding this girl's lost teddy bear and returns it to her. And yes, the girl and the grandmother are also passengers on the flight, so Ava already has this established connection with them. This opening scene really makes me feel nostalgic for Snakes on a Plane, which is a film that I do love. I really love when horror films take a really fun and silly plot and just roll with it. Sometimes, honestly, that's the best type of horror film. Mid-flight, one of the engines catches on fire, which then leads to there being a massive hole in the fuselage. People are flying everywhere, flying out of the plane. People are getting stabbed with shrapnel. The film erupts into chaos. The plane lands in the ocean. It lands on like an underwater slope that's leading to an underwater cliff, like cavern, and most of the passengers die on impact. 7 people initially survive, including Ava and her bodyguard. One by one, they start getting picked off by sharks while also trying to find a way to escape. Now, like I mentioned earlier, Ava's dad is a governor, so help does come fairly quickly. However, help gets eaten by a shark. Not much help if you ask me. Now, in real life, would they have survived the crash, and would they be surviving in a plane under the ocean right now? Probably not, but it's still fun. Now, eventually, the remaining survivors are running out of time, so they do decide to make a run for it. They use bubbles to distract the sharks so they can swim to the surface. Surprisingly, my favorite flight attendant ends up surviving, as well as the young girl. Then we have this terrifying yet like serene, beautiful scene of Ava trying to get to the surface, but the plane is also sinking, so it's dragging her down. Spoiler alert, she does survive, but there is a moment there where I really thought they were going to kill her off, but she does survive. From a filmmaker's perspective, this film is very much what you see is what you get. In all honesty, not everything needs to be that deep. Get it? It's a very easy watch, a very fun watch that I do recommend you give a shot. But that is it for this week's episode. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments if you think this film is as fun as I do, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.